Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you watched my last episode where I took an evening flight along the Australian coast, I landed here just about at dark, set up the tent and everything there, and you can see over there, and I stood here and I mentioned that I might be leaving the next morning. So this is like a part 2 of that video, and it is about 6:40 in the morning, and I'm going to be leaving to fly back to Caboolture, which is right across Moreton Bay. And right now I'm on, this is Moreton Island. This is the exact spot where I was in here. So yeah, we're going to fly across the bay and go back inland on our return trip to Caboolture. Alright, so I'm going to get the plane started and we will get ready to head on back now. And you might be able to see a little bit more things here. I might go ahead and do a little fly around of the island before, I start heading back over the bay. See what what's around here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the plane ready to go. Okay, so as you can see, I got the plane started, and now I'm going to go ahead and taxi on down to the end of the runway. And I'm going to be on my way. I'm just going to go down to the north end here. This is live weather, but it's not live time. Okay, so this is probably enough run. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go down a little further.
Yankee Bravo 1 traffic Cessna Victor Hotel Alpha Zulu Quebec taking off runway 2 west departure.
But the evening flight was really, really nice. And if you haven't saw the first part of this flight, at the end of this video, I will put it there so you can check that out if you want. It's really good, because I'll, set up a camp there, and it turned out to be a nice flight. It's kind of hard to not have a nice flight with the Tecnam P2006T. This is a really fun plane. Plenty enough room with this plane. It's not going to need a ton. Alright. So now let me go ahead and get these RPMs wind up. So you can see my flight back right here. It's just going to be right across the bay. Really short flight. But I might just kind of circle out like around here. Just kind of around here. Circle out a bit, Alright, now we'll get the landing gear up. And I'm kind of like dropping a little bit. So we have trouble getting speed here. That's having a little bit of trouble climbing out for some reason. Okay, there we go. It's getting better now. I wonder how my trim is looking. Let's see. We're not really here. Should be no trimming. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and set my altitude anyway, and I'm going to get this autopilot going. So, well, let's tell you what, we're gonna hand fly like right around here because it looks like it's pretty out here. I believe there's a national park on this island too. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of circle around. So let me go ahead and set this. I'm gonna set this to about. I'm gonna get to about 2,000 feet. This is my vertical speed right here. So let's get that to about 2,000 feet. So go ahead and roll. So yeah, I do. Okay. Let's go. Let's just do 800. That's fine. Right about there. Once I get to 2,000, I'll go ahead and go there so we can kind of concentrate on sightseeing here. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the end. I might, but I'm just going to kind of circle around. But it looks pretty down in there. Look at that. I mean, I'm not that far. Hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead on down. Let's go ahead on down and do a full circle. That some. Yeah, I want to see what's kind of around the rest of this island. How high are we right now? 2,100. Let's go to 22 and we'll hold it there. That'll be fun. 2260. This is fun. Hey, you can see right up here. Looks like there's a small island right here. And what is this sand right here?
Yankee Sierra Papa Tango traffic says that Victor Hotel, Juliet Romeo Tango is clear of the runway.
Yeah, really fairly large areas of sand right here and here. Some small dunes right there. Got some nice beach on this other side here. You can see that to fly down the east coast of this island. Alright, what I'm going to do is still come back to more of a cruise speed here. So this is the small island I was wondering about. It's a little tiny lake right here. Pond or something. Is this another airfield? Airport? It sure is. That's another grass field right off to the left right there, and I didn't even notice this, but check this out. So we got some little town or something there, camps or something. I'm going to turn over to catch that east coast of the island here. And we're going to fly right on up north to that. check that site out. Did you see this site here? Look at this site. That's pretty. The water is really, really nice. I'll tell you what, I would have definitely made a mistake by not coming to check this out. Look at this. I'm glad I flew down here. It didn't look like too much when I first took off of it. It's pretty scenic out here. Very remote. There's not much out here. Okay, let's just kind of come on down this way. Yeah, you know there's some really nice beaches up here, around here. I was wanting to do this fly around in the first video when I took that evening flight, but it was getting really dark by the time I got out here, so that's why I didn't do this fly around. So we're doing it now. And I think I'm going to climb just a little bit more. Go up to about 3,000. Just about 500 because I'm not going to mess with the throttles. I'm going to just climb slowly up. That should be fine. Well, I guess I'll put some more power in there. It's kind of losing some speed, so. Right along that beach right there. And you can see over here, out this way, towards the west, it looks like they have some overcast, heavy overcast. There are clouds over there. But we're not going to go in that direction, you know, because we're going to be going back out this way. And I don't think it's going to be as bad out there. It doesn't look like it. So I'm almost at 3,000 feet. Let's keep it at that. Just fine. I wanted to get a little bit higher so I could get a better overview of this island. You know, see now up to 3,000, I can see pretty good out this way too. Out that way. Now out this way, out further to the east, there's parts of the Great Barrier Reef out that way. Normally when I fly out to those, I will use a seaplane. But I mean, you can fly out there with any plane if you want to just get some views of it. But normally I just fly out there with a seaplane and land in the water. Got here, let me zoom out some. This tablet here. it's a lot bigger than what it looks like from 3,000 feet, I'm sure, you know. That would be a really nice remote beach to visit, like, you know, kayaking. You can kayak all around this island. So you can come out, probably spend a week out here kayaking and camping along this coast. You definitely wouldn't have any trouble finding a nice shore to pull up on. Out this way would really be nice because you can kind of go to this island or cross over here to that area. I can tell you what, Flight Simulator would have been a really nice little tool to have back in 09, 10, and 11 when I was doing a lot of kayaking back then. Because you can fly around these areas and kind of see exactly where the waterway goes and like what's around. I mean, you can kind of do that a little bit on, you know, Google Earth and things like that. But, you know, Flight Sim gives you a nice look at how it really will look out there. Because it's not just a flat image, you know, you're going to have more of a 3D image. That's why I think the new one is really, really going to be impressive because it's just going to be improved in so many ways. Alright, so now we are on just about at the north end of the island. We can see it pretty good now. So I'm going to go ahead and see. I guess I will continue kind of going around at that north point and make that west turn right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come around this north point, make that west turn, and set my course right here, and then just kind of land once it gets to that airport. I'm trying to remember if that airport I originally took off from was a grass field. I think it was, but I'm not positive. So it looks like a little pond here, water beads in there. So yeah, as you can see, there's not much at all on this Moreton Island. Not much at all. And the only thing I've seen was on that southern point there, you know, out towards that, out this way, was when we saw that town or whatever they had out there, and that was all I noticed. You know, and there's a lot of sand. Cat Island over here in along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, off the coast of Long Beach or whatever, it has sand like this. Well, at least last I went there, it had sand like this, and it goes further, way further inland, you know, from the beach, just like some sand dunes. And you know, I'll show some of that on one of my old videos from like 13 years ago or something. Took a little Sea Eagle Sailcat 14 inflatable out there and sailed from Long Beach out to Cat Island. Check this point out. This is really nice. I'm kind of glad I did not, once again, I did not turn. Just look at this. So yeah, I'm going to tell you what, this island was a lot prettier than what I expected it to be. Definitely was. Nice sight. Check that out. You got some rocky coast here, a lot of sand around, nice water. Yep, it's pretty out there, indeed. All right, so now let me go ahead and do that turn out to the west. And you see I'm going to intercept the course, and once I intercept that, I'll just hit my nav. So yeah, we're just going to kind of head on back now from this point. Really shallow water out there. And it's pretty choppy out there. You can notice some whitecaps, and it's a little hard to see at this altitude, but if I got lower, you would definitely notice it. I noticed when I took off from that island, I noticed how it looked. You know, it was kind of like right when I first started the video. If you look off the beach right there, you will notice it was choppy, really choppy, compared to what it was. You know, see, look at that. You know, we had 3,000 feet, so it's not going to look too bad from up here, but what we'll do, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will even go down a little bit. Get a better look at how choppy that water is. I never slowed down, I kept it on high right there. Make sure I'm going over speed, you gotta watch that. Okay, so this back side. I'm gonna descend a little bit. So yeah, if you're somebody who has Flight Sim, and which I'm thinking the majority of my subscribers do, but maybe not everybody. Maybe some others just like to watch, you know. But if you do, and you want to fly out around this island, it's Moreton Island. And you can see, like when in that first episode, where I take off at too. It's about halfway up. I want to say about half. It's just north of Brisbane. I think that's where it is. Check this out. Yeah, you want to do a flight like this. I mean, as you can see, it's really pretty. Check out this water over here on the right. Look at that. Just really pretty water. Don't check this out too. Got a little waterway right there. But we don't want to get too involved in that because we're getting down to 1,000 feet. So let's level out. And you can see if the water looks as bad as I thought. Well, it's not too bad. It might have been worse around that point back there. Because it's really not too bad. Love this right here. Look at this. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and climb on back up now. Let's go ahead and get it back up. Back up to maybe about 3,000 again. Unless I start having visibility issues, but I I don't think it will, but you know what? When I'm looking out there, it looks like it's kind of cloudy. I mean, like almost made like it could be raining. It's possible. Area of rain out here, but I'm gonna be kind of doing a turn. Let me see. Where am I? Yeah, maybe I'll do a turn soon enough. I could go into this airport here and land if I really wanted to, but I'm gonna go back to the original airport. You know, even the skies are really nice right now, with the way the clouds look. Sometimes I like these cloudy skies better than the clear skies. So I will be back. You know, if you look right here, let's see. About 7 minutes and 40. Let's see, what is that? It's the time en route. Oh no, I've been flying that long. So 15.8 nautical miles, so that's not really far at all. Not far at all. And let me go ahead now, and once I get a little bit closer, I'm going to put my takeoff heading and hit that nav. We're still climbing, so let's go ahead and level off at 3,000, or else we can end up having some overcast into those clouds. Okay, heading off, nav on. Doing that turn. I'll tell you what, this little Tecnam, man, you can just sit here and fly this thing for hours, you know. There's just so many, you know, you got a lot of navigational aids here on this plane, and it just seems really modern, high-tech, you know. If you want to fly like the modern, high-tech plane, sometimes you might want to fly the old school things, like some of those flying boats, you know. Oh man, yeah, it's definitely, there's no doubt it's raining out here. Yep, it's definitely some rain. No doubt about that. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of follow it on in. And we already at just 13, under 13 nautical miles away now. And I think I'm going to be able to stay out of the rain. And look how pretty the water is. It's just green out here. Check this out. You see, I couldn't really notice too much of this awesome looking green water in the evening, but I was treated to some nice skies, and you know, and that, you know, all of the lights off in the distance. It was really pretty when I took off. It was definitely a pretty area, you know, to look at. Sometimes, you know, not even a big city, sometimes just smaller areas really can show their beauty when you go somewhere like this. I would say this looks actually pretty photorealistic, you know, these last few scenes right here. now 8 nautical miles out here, and I think this is the runway right here. I believe that is the runway. I don't know. I just don't remember it. No, that's not a runway. Yeah, you think I would see it at this point too, but I don't. Visibility is not too bad. I would think I would see the runway. I hate when I'm looking so far off in the distance and then it's like right under me. I've had it happen so many times. You know, so where is this runway at, folks? Alright, let's see. I don't think I need to bother putting an approach in, but I sure don't see this runway. I mean, if it is what I think it is. I probably should have started messing around with this earlier so I don't have a problem. But you know, if I'm coming this way, you kind of see that the runway will be right here. So I could probably turn my heading to about 250. And we are going to do that. And this will line us up pretty good. Or should. See areas that I'm not familiar with. I have a harder time, you know, trying to figure out where the runways are, because even I'm doing VFR, but I'm not familiar with this area, so I'm kind of using this map to do this Garmin here to do that. Like, see, I'm looking for this river right here. I should be crossing that soon, and I am. It's right up here. You know. Oh, look, that's it right there. That's the runway. Okay, that is the runway. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get the plane slowed down. Oh no, not up. We're not going up. We are coming down. And we're gonna gotta come down as quick as we can right there. Man, I didn't realize, and it's always closer than what I realized, you know. I'm probably gonna have to go around maybe, but I'll see. Oh yeah, and that's it right there, because I do remember it wasn't quite big, so yeah, we're not gonna be able to get down in time. I was just too high, but at least it being at that height, that altitude, allowed me to see where exactly this airfield was. But it's acting like I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, definitely. So we're gonna just come right around, and I'm gonna land. Oh, right here. I don't think the wind is all that bad. But I never put my ATIS on, so I don't really know how the wind truly is. You can only go by how the airplane is flying right now. We can go ahead now and just kind of disable it, and we will take this plane and come right on in. I'm not going to put any flaps in just yet. And I got to give myself some room here to come in for a landing here. And I'm going to try to stay above 1,000. Can we descend it enough? Let's get some power in here. Should be good. Perfect. Alright, I think we can go turn back around to the south and get ready to start this approach again. Come in, hopefully get a decent landing, which I don't see why not. That airport disappeared on me again, didn't it? Let's keep this kind of far a little more, get a better view. Right out this way, so let me go ahead now and I'm gonna just try to hold right where I'm at. Everything looks good, the speed. One thing good about these small airports, I can tell you right now, is no stuttering when you're coming in for a landing, and that's pretty nice. It's not loading all of those. Well, you know, if I haven't turned down my airport traffic, like the static planes and things, it probably wouldn't have that problem so much. Because things are working really good and smooth and detailed. Like, I'm almost maxed out on most sliders. And you can do that when you come to these areas like this. Alright, we're going to get flaps down, gear down, slow the plane down.
Yankee Sierra Papa Tango traffic Cessna Victor Hotel Romeo Victor Bravo is clear of the runway. Yankee Sierra Papa Tango traffic Cessna Victor Hotel.
It slows down really good. Look at that. I'm flying just well on 83. That's great. Not really a slow plane, but I mean it can slow down pretty good. You know, when you pull your RPMs back and get your throttle back, and you can control it still. I think it can go. This plane can go down to about 60, I believe, without stalling, unless you're really, really heavy. So we are kind of getting a little bit slow though. We don't want to be that slow. Oh, what's that? Sailplanes below? Sure is. Check that out. All right. So we are landed now. Welcome back. Okay, so let's see that dust there. Having a bit of a problem steering all times here. I am going to park, I'm going to go to the right, maybe right around here or something. I'm not going to go where they are at. Go this way. We'll go right on down here. About right up in here. This will be fine. And I'm going to keep it facing this direction. Alright, so let me go ahead and get the plane shut off now. avionics and all this turned off. I don't even know why you really would need to go into reverse, because as you saw right there, it stops pretty good. Alright, get this all shut off here. And let's parking. Alright. So hey, we are now back at Caboolture. Hope you all enjoyed the flight. Please smash the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate it if you do subscribe. Check out this. A bit of wind. So yeah, I will be having some more flight sim content as always, you know. So, and as we get closer to Flight Sim 2024, I'm going to be probably posting a little more often. You know, it's kind of like somewhat of a farewell, I guess I can say, to Flight Sim 2020. You know, because I do think 24 is going to really surpass it in many ways, but it'll always be, this will always be the flight sim that started it all up again. You know, not that it ever ended, but for me it kind of did, you know. I mean, I can't tell you when the last time I flew in Flight Sim 10, you know, FSX. It's been a long time. When this came out, it's when I started flying again. Alright, so thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.